Hello, thank you for joining me for today's video. My name is Tracy Harold and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Melbourne in Australia. Today we're going to be making this little star box. You could use this as a gift box for a Christmas present, or if you don't do it in Christmas paper, it could be for anything. Not a lot of supplies that we need today. You're going to need 2 pieces of paper. I've used one DSP and one just standard cardstock, but if you wanted both the lid and the box in the same paper, you could use DSP for both. Here are the measurements for these pieces of paper. To make this box, it's all about the cutting and scoring. So you're going to need a ruler and a pencil. And to start, we're going to take our initial piece of card or DSP and we're going to cut it into a hexagon shape. So we're going to mark the short sides at 6.7 or 2 5/8 inches, the halfway point on both sides. And on the long side, we're marking at 3.8 and 11.4 centimeters, or 1.5 and 4.5 inches. And now we're going to cut off the corners going from mark to mark. So what I'm going to do is just line this up with my 2 marks in the cutting track. And there we have our hexagon. Now what we're going to do is on each side, we're going to mark the center point. That's going to be at 1.5 inches or 3.8 centimeters. Now we're going to score from mark to mark, going across the top of each of the sides. If this seems like it's very confusing, just stick with me for a minute. As soon as I'm done here, I know that it is sometimes difficult to see what's happening with the DSP. So I do have a diagram, which I'll show you, which will hopefully make things a bit clearer. I'm not sure if you can see those score lines. And now what we're going to do is we're going to score from each point up to the point where the 2 lines intersect. what I've done is we've cut our hexagon and I've then marked the halfway points on each of the sides, and we've scored from each mark to each mark so that we've got a line that's parallel with the sides, and then we're scoring from each corner to the point where that line intersects. Now we can fold on all those straight score lines. And now what I'm going to do is on the ones in the corner, I'm going to just push them so that they fold in the other way. And those will fold quite easily. And then you're going to do the exact same thing with your other piece of paper. So we've got our two star shapes. Now to put them together, it's a bit like putting a puzzle together, but start with one point and then we're going to alternate. So here I've got the DSP over, and now I'm going to have the cardstock over, then DSP over, DSP under, DSP over, and lastly we're putting the DSP under. And there's our box. Now you've got a few options here. You could stick 4 of the sides closed, so leave 2 sides that you could open up to put your gift into. I don't want to do that at this stage because I don't know what I'm going to put in. So I don't know whether it'll be easier enough to slide in or whether it would be easier to lift the top off, put it in, and then put the box back together again. Another option would be to stick the whole thing closed, and you could then attach a loop that you could have that for a Christmas tree decoration, or it could just be on the table as a decoration. I'm going to take some of my soft succulent open weave ribbon and just tie it around. If you're doing this before you've got your gift inside it, just be sure that you're leaving enough ribbon that you're going to be able to retie it. There's nothing worse than trying to tie a bow when you don't have enough ribbon. Now, another thing that you could do is attach a tag to it. I haven't put a tag on because I happen to have a matching card that would go beautifully with that as a present. You could use any of the DSP in the pack and make your card to match your box. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you like my videos, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. You'll be informed every time I put up a new video. Until next time, happy crafting.